everybody, I've got another knife review today, and this is also another gift. This was a Christmas gift from one of my subscribers, and at the time he didn't want me to make a video. He just wanted to keep it low key. But since then I've had a message saying that he would like to see the knife, and I think we're about to get visited by Travis. Hello. Saying that he would like to see the knife and see what I thought of it. So I'm going to do a video. Now, come on Trav, out of the way. This is a Rue Titley Kiridashi. I don't know anything about Rue Titley. I hadn't heard of Rue Titley before I was given this Kiridashi. There is a link in the description box below to Rue's Tumblr, and there's lots of interesting stuff on there you can have a look at. So let's crack on and have a look at the knife. Okay, so here we have the Kiridashi in the Kydex. As you can see, it's mid-brown, single eyelet with a flat lace. A couple of things to mention first off. The cord did have a plastic tab covering the knot, but that came off, and I have got it in a drawer somewhere. I just keep forgetting to put it back on. Then the other thing is there is a bolt and two nuts through the Kydex. This isn't original. The previous owner fitted that because apparently the Kydex was becoming loose. With only a single eyelet there was nothing to clamp this corner, and apparently the Kiridashi wasn't feeling secure. I haven't yet thought of a better way to close that. I don't know how well Kydex takes super glue, and even if it takes it well, I don't know if super glue would work because you need a certain degree of flexing. So we'll live with that for the time being. I'll get the knife out. So as you can see, it's made from a file. I've no idea what the steel is. I'm assuming it's a carbon steel because it was very heavy with patina. You can see there where the milling pattern of the file fades out. Got a straight back, slight palm swell on the underneath edge. On the back, where the patina fades out, when I got the knife that was all solid, full depth of colour, right up to the very edge. But that's worn away with handling. The edge, when I got the Kiridashi, it was very nicely done. It was a big, smooth convex on the main bevel. But I have to be honest, there was no cutting edge at all. I've done a little bit of work on it to thin it out just behind the cutting edge, and the curve, the convex curve that was there, is now much shallower. As you'll see, I'm nowhere near the finished edge yet. In fact, I'm struggling today. There you go. But you'll just have to take my word that that is an improvement on the edge when the knife was given to me. I think though, if I just carry on and do a little bit more work thinning out the metal just behind the cutting edge, there's no reason why this couldn't be absolutely razor sharp. The handle is just a binding, It's a thin thread, a lovely deep bronze colour, quite a fine thread. The combination of the very fine thread and the colour does make it look like wire, but I don't believe it is. I believe it's a cotton thread. The only downside with such a fine thread is that on the inside side it makes it difficult to hide the knot, because the thread is quite fine. Size, let's have a look. It's about 4¼ inches, somewhere in the region of 110 millimeters. Cutting edge, I would say, is 37 millimeters, which is 1 3/8 inches or thereabouts. And the weight, I haven't got my normal drug dealer scales today, so the weight is 55 grams, so that's just getting on to 2 ounces, I believe. And if we put the knife in the Kydex, that brings the total weight up to, what's that, 71? So it's very much in the ballpark for a neck knife, if you like that sort of thing, especially the way the Kydex is done with the single eyelet at the pointy end. The retention with the nut and bolt keeping that corner tight, it is snug in the sheath, it's nice. There's a definite feel of a click as this corner passes that pinch spot, and I think it would have been nice, although keeping the rectangular shape is nice and clean and simple, I think it probably would have been wise to swell out a little bit towards the top to give enough room for another rivet, because that rivet then would take the strain of that corner clicking in. So what do I think of it overall? I like it a lot. It's a shame about the Kydex just opening up, and as I say, with a little bit more work to thin that edge down, there's no reason why it can't be razor sharp. It's only a 3-finger knife, but we've got a nice little swell there and plenty of room for your thumb. There's no lanyard hole, and I don't really think that you would want a lanyard hole on a Kiridashi, only for stylistic reasons. I mean, from a practical point of view it would help, but for the style of the knife I don't think it's necessary. It's not a big heavy duty knife, it's for fine work. So that is the Christmas gift from one of my subscribers, who shall remain anonymous for now, but if he sends me a message saying he's quite happy to be identified, I will add a note into the description box telling you who the generous and kind person was who gave me this Kiridashi for Christmas. So there you go. Hope you found that interesting. Check out Rue Titley's Tumblr. There's a lot of stuff on there that's worth looking at, and hope you found that interesting. See you next time.